have some little issues just now. It couldn't allow me to do a screen share. So here we are. Let me, as you can see right now, have Mr. Aaron on live Zoom with us right now today. So without further ado, Mr. Aaron, would you like to introduce yourself? Thank you very much. I'll pass the stage over to you, Mr. Aaron. Mr. Aaron, the stage is now yours.
Oh, have you introduced?
Yes.
I have to do?
No.
You have introduced?
Yes.
Have you? Okay.
You are live right now, Mr. Aaron.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to my talk. Thanks, Tony, for the real estate. You actually forgot to stress that I don't say. Well, I always believe that you can't go wrong if you always remember that it's not the years in your life, but the life in your years that counts. So let's start. The advantages and benefits of becoming a real estate agent. Okay, but first we have to ask, why is it important to pick the right career? All right. Now, the short answer is, if your marriage sucks after 10 or 15 years, at least the job is still exciting, right? So the long answer is what I'll be going to talk about today. And today's topic, there are two parts here. The advantages of choosing the real estate career, which is general. It applies to the real estate agent as well as the negotiator. And number two, part two, is the specific advantages of becoming a registered agent. All right, so the real estate diploma and the real estate license. And for the real estate negotiators, there are actually no exam to go through, and they work under the supervision of a real estate agent. All right. Now, the definition of a real estate agent is someone who arranges the selling or renting of homes, land, buildings for the owners. Very short definition. The intermediary, the go-between, and the matchmaker for the seller and the buyer. Okay. And here you see what we do. What does a real estate agent do? Now, real estate agent, they do mainly these 7 categories of activities. Number one is prospecting for clients. Now, prospecting for clients is the activity where we target the buyers as well as the referrals. And number two is the inspection of properties. This is a process where we check out the property's condition, take photos, we note down the selling points of the properties, and we discuss selling price with the owner. And number three is the listing of properties. Now, listing is a process where the agent signs a document with the owner to be appointed as agent. The document will spell out the terms of the agency appointment and the amount of professional fees and when the fee is due. Okay. Next, we come to marketing. All right. Marketing is actually our main job. You see, our main job is marketing, and in marketing we and so on.
Sorry, Aaron. Sorry to interrupt you. Can you repeat that? Because I think we lost you just now.
The marketing part?
Yes.
Okay. Marketing is when we advertise the properties, put up banners, and we send out flyers. So after marketing, we'll receive inquiries from potential buyers or tenants, and we will fix appointments for them to view the property, viewing or showing the property. Is when we bring prospective buyers to see the property, and it's an opportunity to do the sales talk, showing of the property. Okay, and if the viewer is interested in the property, then the negotiation process will begin. Okay, so negotiation, we as agents, we negotiate on behalf of the buyer and the seller on the price, on the terms and conditions, and so on. And go for the closing. The signing of the document of offer and acceptance between the parties. Okay, so those are the activities, the daily activities that a real estate agent or real estate negotiator do on a daily basis. Now, many people say real estate is the best paid, easy job. Well, is that true? Best paid? Yes. But easy job? I would say no job is easy unless you marry the boss daughter, right? You see, there are lots of daily activities that we do, and it seems to be hard work, isn't it? But I kind of think that hard work doesn't kill anyone. Well, unless you also happen to have a naggy wife, right? Okay.
Why a naggy wife?
Okay, part one, advantages of choosing the real estate career. These are general, as I said, these are general. Okay. Now, advantage number one is time flexibility and freedom at work. Now, time flexibility is not that you don't have to work, it's just the freedom to schedule your daily activities. Right? Someone, someone will say, those gung-ho motivators will say, nothing is impossible, right? So they do, some of the audience, they do nothing, and it turns out it's possible, right? So we have to be careful when we have too much freedom, because the Chinese proverb says, freedom is like water. It can float a boat or it can sink it, all right? So be careful with freedom. And number two, the advantage number two is that you choose the type of real estate, the work environment, and the clients. Okay. When we talk about real estate products, we are referring to either high-end, medium. It refers to different geographical areas or different property segments. Now, we have different property segments like residential, commercial, industrial, and vacant land. Okay, both building land and agricultural land. And clients, you can choose your clients as well. If you wish to deal with high-end clients or medium or lower net worth individuals, you can do so. Okay, it's up to you. So you have the freedom to choose the type of real estate, the work environment, and the clients that you want to deal with, right? Advantage number three is that this is a career of professional and intellectual nature, okay? And to do real estate, we have to learn a lot of laws, like, the laws, all kind of laws that I will elaborate later. Trends, new developments, and real estate opportunities, and investment strategies as well. Okay, advantage number four is that real estate is a basic necessity. It's varied and interesting. Okay, real estate is necessity because everyone needs a roof over the head. And real estate is varied and interesting because every property is different. Even on the same row or on the same block, the interior is still different, right? So if you sell luxury cars, for example, you'll be talking about the same few models repeatedly every day, like an error that you might get bored, you see. But in real estate, that doesn't happen because every property is different, it's interesting, right? So real estate, you can look at the diagram here, it shows a Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It talks about the need of every human being, starting from the need for pride or self-esteem, and to achieving the ultimate goal of a person's life. Now, you see, real estate actually fulfills almost all of these needs, all levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay. Now, advantage number 5 is that most people like real estate. You are a welcome person. People like to pick your brain. You see, on latest developments, on what's hot and what's not, and even those already own homes, they may still be interested in real estate investments, right? So as an estate agent, you'll be the bright spot in any party, right? But if you sell insurance or will writing, it's hard to be the most popular guy in the party, right?
Sorry,
just kidding.
Sorry, Aaron. Can you repeat that again? But there's also one more thing. Can you speak louder?
Which part did you miss?
On the Maslow hierarchy.
Oh, all right. Okay, then I'll just go back. Starting from beginning. Advantage number 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. Advantage 4 is that real estate is a basic necessity, varied and interesting. All right, it's a necessity because everyone needs a roof over their head. So real estate is varied and interesting because every property is different. Even on the same row and the same block, the interior of the property is still different. Okay, but so it's interesting to deal with properties compared to if you sell luxury cars. You'll be talking about the same few models repeatedly every day, like a parrot, and you might easily get bored. See, but not so for real estate because everyone is different and interesting. And in the diagram, you'll see the Maslow's hierarchy. Human being, starting from the most basic physical need, and the need safety, the need for belonging to certain community or certain status, and the pride or self-esteem, and the ultimate and to achieve the ultimate goal. So real estate fulfills almost all levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All 5 of them, almost, right? Okay, and advantage number 5 is that most people like real estate. You are a welcome person. Okay, people like to pick your brain on the latest property developments, on what and what's not. And those already own homes, they may still be interested in real estate investments. So as a real estate agent, you'll be the bright spot in any party, I would say. But if you sell the most popular guy, so in real estate, it's easier to network with people, okay, because they like what you know and what you talk about. And advantage number 6 is that real estate has high product value, professional fees, and commissions. All right. Now you see the money. Now we are talking. All right. Here we have the estimated average income. Average income potential for real estate agents calculated based on the total number of transactions. You can see there, 140 billion a year in the year of 2018. Just for example, right? And it's also based on the total number of transactions in the market, the agent's market share of the deals, because some owners sell it themselves, and the percentage of the fees. Statistics, I calculated the average real estate negotiator. So it turns out to be about 70,000 there. I'm not going to go into detail how I calculate, but just let you know that from my calculation, it shows that a real estate negotiator averagely makes about 70,000 in professional fees for sale, for sales deals. All right. But on top of that, they still have rental deals. Usually, say if you close one condo, it's about 1 to 2,000 in fees. So all in, we are looking at about 7 to 8,000 a month of income, take-home income for sorry, it's gross income for the average real estate negotiator. Okay, sorry.
Perhaps can you re-explain that again?
Here, I take in all the and I calculated that the average income potential for a real estate negotiator for sales deals and rental deals added together, it comes to 7 to 8,000 for average real estate negotiator. Now, this is average. Some will make more and some will make less. All right. So we have seen many real estate negotiators that make more. Some live in big houses and drive BMWs and all that. And well, although they know money doesn't always buy happiness, but what the heck is it? It's better to cry in a BMW than on a bike, right? And real estate, okay, advantage number 7 is the job satisfaction in advising and helping people own homes and investments. Okay, as real estate agents, we tell them what, where, why, when, and how to buy. Okay, real estate is the safest investment because you see, if a house is burned to ashes, the land is still there and it's still worth plenty, right? And rental from properties can also be an ideal source of retirement income. All right, and I would like to say, I always say that we are in a life-changing business. You see, when people move homes to better environments, they become happier. They quarrel less. Their children have better grades, and I suspect that we can even prevent divorce if we persuade the husband to buy bigger home for the wife, right? Do you agree?
If you say so,
Okay.
right?
All right. Advantage number 8. Real estate is a people business. Now, intensive purchase, right? It requires the attention and the decisions of the top guns, like the CEOs, the directors. So we get to meet them, you see. Sometimes we meet with a very powerful personalities, the actors, entrepreneurs, the flamboyant celebrities, and you will find that, well, actually the wealthy, powerful, famous, well-educated people, well, they are often surprisingly nice to deal with, right, from my experience. Advantage number 9, real estate is an ever-growing industry, expanding in market size. Now, you see, here there's a graph, the rate of urban population growth is about 4% for Malaysia on average. This is among the highest, the fastest in the region, right? So we know that there's a global phenomenon known as the rise of mega cities. It's called it pushes up the demand for residents, shops, offices, and factories. So you have when the market size expand, so is your business, right? Advantage number 10, further education and academic qualification can be pursued while working. Well, of course, in other field you can do the same, but actually, real estate work gives you the freedom. Remember the flexibility, the time flexibility for you to pursue your education and your academic qualification. It's not like a 9 to 5 work where you can only attend during weekends, right? Now, getting a real estate license involves studying, studying for all the subjects, passing the exams, writing work diary. The board requires you to write work diary and to do assignments. And after that, they will call you for oral exam, So I said minimum, right? So when I say minimum, because I want you to study hard, and make sure you study hard because you have to pass the exam quickly before the college increases the fees, right? Okay, I want to touch a bit on the background of the real estate industry. Now you see here, the profession of real estate agent was created by an Act of Parliament in 1981. Okay, it's called the Valuers, Appraisers and Estate Agents Act 1981. Okay, now later on I will refer to this act as the Act or Real Estate Act because the name is too long. Okay, before 1988, agents are known as brokers or coffee shop brokers. Sometimes they are known. They are known as. So, but these coffee shop brokers, they had questionable ethical and professional standards, you see. And since then, all real estate agents are regulated by the board of real estate, or the long name, the board of valuers, appraisers, and estate agents. And now they add in the property managers as well. Okay, in Malaysia, the profession of real estate agent is only about 40 years old, starting from 1981. So it's considered young compared to maybe 100 years or more in other developed countries. So that means there are plenty of room to grow for our industry to grow, to mature. And that means a lot of opportunities that are not exhausted. Okay. Here, background of the real estate industry, I want to talk about the functions of the board. The board here means valuers, appraisers, estate agents, and property managers. Okay, so they keep register of members. Members here means the real estate we check applications for registration, and they will also hold disciplinary proceedings. When we are committing any misconduct or unethical behavior, the board will call us for disciplinary actions or proceedings to find out uh, we are guilty of we are charged. Okay, so the board also conduct exams and award scholarship. That means they also issue they also pass. They are the people who actually pass you. When you go for this exam or oral exam and all these things. Okay, so they also hear and determine disputes. All right, disputes. Now these disputes refer to those disputes between agents and clients. It's not between agents. Agent and agent, they have to resolve to peace fight if necessary. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, we are all very well behaved, very professional and well together as well. I must say, right? Okay. The real estate board or the board of valuers, keeps register of real estate agents, probationary agents, and real estate. So currently there are about 1,900 real estate agents and 20,000 real estate negotiators that are active in the market. Now you look at these two tags. On the left hand side is the registered real estate agents name tag. Okay, it has to be carried everywhere they go. And on the right is the real estate negotiators name tag. Must be carried all the time when they are doing the business. Okay, and you see the boss logo, government officer, isn't it? Right? So it's very helpful when you are stopped by traffic police. You know, sometimes they may let you off the hook, thinking that you are kaki tangan sendiri or what, right? I don't know. Well, my friend did try and it worked. Okay. This is the diploma in estate agency. It's required for registration as a real estate agent. Okay. Now, if you think the man on the right looks like me, you is right. Okay. Not many people look like me because I'm a limited edition. Right. Authority to practice as real estate agent. This is another cert. Now, this is a cert to die for. Okay. Because it makes you a full-fledged real estate agent. Okay. A cert die for, but you won't die. There's a cert here. You see, it says kuasa untuk memegang. Now, the third cert here is the authority to practice as estate agency firm. Okay. Now, you are going to open a business. You're going to open an office. Cert, you know, authority to practice as estate agency firm. A cert to open sesame, right? Actually, I mean open real estate agency office. You see, if you open sesame, you might the auditives. I don't know. See. Okay. Definition of professional. Now, this is a dictionary definition of a professional. Now, it says is characterized by or conforming to the technical or ethical standards of a profession, exhibiting a courteous, conscientious, and business-like manner. Professional standards and ethics are agreed upon and maintained through widely recognized professional association or a definition of a real estate professional. Okay.
Sorry, Aaron, can you repeat that again?
Which part?
From the definition of a professional.
Okay, the whole thing,
Yes,
right.
please.
Now, the definition of a professional, this is a dictionary definition. It says professionals are characterized by conforming to the technical or ethical standards of a profession, exhibiting a courteous, conscientious, and business-like manner, and professional standards and ethics are agreed upon and maintained through widely recognized professional association or a governmental body. Okay, so we have said goodbye to those anything goes wheeler dealer of before the act was passed, and you see the professional or not, it's not for you to say, it's others to say, right? Okay, we come to these are the specific advantages of becoming a registered estate agent, not real estate negotiator. This is registered real estate agents, specific to real estate agents who have gone through the exam and are registered with the board. Okay, here we see the real estate related professions, you know, such as property developments, and you see property developments, architecture, property construction, property management, property valuation, property marketing. Like property development, you have a developer, architecture, you have architects, property construction, you have engineers, surveyors, all this. And property management, you have property managers. Property valuation, you have valuers. Okay, real estate agents are the highest authority in property marketing. And you see, every field has many types of professionals and there are highest authority fields. Okay, real estate agents are the most effective and efficient marketer of properties. Okay, because we know which web portals are effective, how to write the advertisements, how to target the buyers, potential buyers, when to post ads, and there are some tricks there how to post your ads, and how to attract inquiries. We always do the right things and do things right in marketing. So this is important because if you are not effective and efficient, you might waste half of the money you spend on advertising. And worse, you don't know which half. Estate agents, we are highly trained in property laws, property transaction procedures, and prevalent market practices. We learn all the laws, like real estate related laws, like the National Land, the Valuers, Appraisers, Estate Agents, and Property Managers Act, the Agency Law, the Law of Contract, the Housing Developers Act, the Strata Title Act, and many more forgettable names. We are also familiar with property taxation, like RPGT and stamp duty. For us, it's very important to know all the laws. For example, say if you find a treasure buried in your property, it belongs to the government. But if police find drugs in the property, they belong to you. Okay. We, as real estate agents, we are also highly trained in local geography, market conditions, market trends, and economic conditions to use the right marketing strategy. We know the right prices to sell so that we can attract the buyers. Because owners always want to sell higher than what is really the market price. So we have to advise them on what's the right price to sell. Otherwise, when you advertise overpriced property, you are helping other owners to sell, right? We know the local areas as well. We know the geography. We know the local areas. We know the highways and the byways, the public transport, and the shopping conveniences, the public amenities, schools and colleges. We know our geography so well that we can find months without efforts. And we are highly trained in using all available marketing tools, online and offline. Now, the offline tools are like banners, flyers, brochures, and the online marketing tools are like a property and so on. And we also use a new media to do marketing, like social marketing, video marketing, and so on. And as agents, we are highly trained in sales, handling objections, negotiation, and closing of deals. Okay, we learn a lot of this people skill, communication skill, salesmanship, psychology, even, right? And we even learn the email logic, you see. But remember is that we even are always right. Now, the advantage of becoming a registered real estate agent is that you can open your own estate agency firm. Only registered, the keyword, real estate agent can open an agency firm under the law. Now, real estate agents can open, they have to be attached to the firm. Okay, so real estate agents can be independent, and real estate negotiators, they can't. They have to be attached to a firm. Okay, they have to be boss. You see, if you open your agency firm, you are the boss, So it's good to be boss, because I used to tell my people, don't think of me as boss. Think of me as a friend who can fire you. Okay. Now, under every license, every registered licensed agent can hire 50 real estate negotiators. Okay. Last time it used to be 20, and later on increased to 30, and now it is 50. Right. So it's a good time to go into this line, because you can have a bigger company, more people. So real estate negotiators real estate negotiator can only have maximum 50 under a single license. Now, more people in your company gives you the economies of scale. There'll be more internal collaboration, more camaraderie and fun, right? If you have a bigger company. And compared with other businesses, real estate firms require very minimum capital outlay. All right. For example, if you compare with other businesses, for example, restaurants, it requires expensive renovation. You've got to hire staff. You've got to buy them medical insurance and salary increase every year. And you've got to buy company vehicles, equipment, machineries, and stock of goods. Lots of it. So it's very costly to do a business like restaurants and all these things. But in real estate, we actually do it with minimum setting. You can just rent a small office, put a desk in, and bingo, you are in business. Okay, your real estate negotiators can meet at Starbucks or in Zoom app like what we are doing these days, right? So another advantage is that because your capital outlay is small, your overhead is less. So during economy slowdown, you can sustain better than other business because of your lower overhead, okay, and your minimum capital outlay. And okay, another advantage is that there is no retirement age, right? You can work for as long as you want or need to, right? You can work up to 93 years old, right? By then, if you pee your pants but still can hold a pen and sign documents, you are still in business. Now you can stop or slow down in actively doing your personal sales. Real estate negotiators, when they stop work, the income stops immediately. All right. But when real estate agents stop work, the company is still bringing in the moolah. So this is an advantage. All right. So some people will question me: is it really, really? If you run an agency, you no need to work. Are you kidding? Money grow on trees? Well, I sometimes think that money do grow on trees because banks have branches, right? Professional fees are 2 to 3% of the sale price of properties. It's considered high among various professionals. For example, I give you an example. For example, a #1,000,000 house, the solicitor fee for conveyancing is about 5,850. Okay, but for the same house, the same #1,000,000 house, our real estate agent's professional fee is about 4 to 6 times higher. So lawyers always think that we have it too easy. We just show property, bargain on the prices, and bam, deal is closed. So it sounds like it's best paid, easy job, isn't it? Right? So, and lawyers, they lose lots of hair, chasing deadlines, endless paperwork, checking this and that, So don't you think real estate job is so much better? A real estate negotiator usually get about 60 to 80% of the professional fee brought into the agency. But a real estate agent, a registered real estate agent, can keep 100% of the fees of his or her own deals. So the professional fees brought in by real estate negotiators are usually split between the real estate negotiator and the company. So let's take for the ratio is split percent of the fees, and the company will get 30% of the fees. Okay. Now, if the fee for selling a condo is 10,000, so the real estate negotiator will get 7,000, and the company will get 3,000. Okay. You enjoy a gross 20 to 40% share of the professional fees brought in by your real estate negotiators. Like we use an example just now. If real estate negotiators bring in a fee of 10,000 every month, okay, every month 10,000, she keeps 7,000. So the company keeps 3,000. So if you as a real estate agent has 50 real estate negotiators, you do the math. Your total income is 3,000 times 50, which is 150,000. And that is per month, okay? Not year, per month. Okay, with a license and hold higher positions in large real estate organizations. If you don't want to set up your own firm, you can work for other large real estate organizations. Like, for example, the large reputable real estate agency firm, property developers, property investment trusts, and real estate related industries, all kinds of, okay. But this one, our Dr. Poon, my learned friend, will talk more about this tomorrow, 8th of April. He will talk about all the opportunities that are open to you in the real estate industry. And okay, number 5, the advantage specific to real estate registered estate agent. We learn all the important real estate principles, practice, and operation. You see, real estate diploma course, they cover many real estate and business subjects that equip you to be an entrepreneur. Okay, you can see here we have principles of accounting, introduction to law, principles of economics, building technology, land economics, real estate agency law, principles of valuation, laws relating to property, real estate agency practice, and so on. All these real estate subjects and business subjects will equip you to be a competent entrepreneur. Okay, you study the subjects; these are relevant and necessary for starting a business. My close friend Christopher Chan will talk more about this on the 10th of April. How to get a license and how to pursue your education. He knows the highways and the byways of how to reach the pinnacle of real estate education. But you don't ask him about shortcuts. I know he'll charge you station fee. Business entrepreneurs are known to limited income if successful. Okay, we all know bosses make a lot of money. Some make obscene amount of money. Okay, and we all know that employees have a ceiling. They earn more because they have the economies of scale that I talk about in production of goods and services. An entrepreneur has full autonomy over business operation, is more likely to materialize his or her full potential and dreams. Okay, like for example, you can create unique office concept. If you are a boss, you have full autonomy. You can create unique office concepts. Fabulous workplace. Like Google's office. You can even provide food, beverages, gym, pool table, massage chairs, and all that, according to your whims and fancies. You can establish your own operation style and company culture. This is very important. And you don't have to climb the ladder of promotions. You shoot straight to the top with a lift. And to explain these real estate without principles.
Sorry, Aaron, we lost you there. Can you repeat again?
Which part?
Just now, when you started number 6, I lost you there just now. Can you repeat it?
This slide or the part?
This one.
This one, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when we study for this agent's qualification, we learn all the academic real estate subjects, which empowers us to explain and teach real estate with sound principles, rigorous logic, and wholesome content. You see, like for example, I gave a talk about characteristics different property segments and response for 2020. Now, if you do not study, it in a very thorough manner, you will find it very challenging to do so. Okay, if someone and if you know all these things well, okay. Now notice that I said 10, not 6:30. Okay, you appear more qualified, credible, and sophisticated to the audience, readers, and students. These days, you need personal branding to stand out under intense competition. Okay, on the right here, you see it's an article I wrote, 12 factors affecting property value. Okay, for our company website. So you see, without academic training, I wouldn't have written. It is a very comprehensive, a very thorough kind of explanation about the factors affecting property value. 12 of them, right? And these days, you have to do all these things. You need personal branding to succeed. See, these days. Now, if you can speak and write, you have an advantage in personal branding, right? Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and and I asked a lady with LV handbags, and they say, yeah, it's true, it's true. Academic credential, you are more likely to be interviewed by journalists, invited for speaking and writing in the media. Right? Like our friend Christopher Chan, he was doing all these things, interviewed by the journalists, invited for speaking and writing in the media. And I think Dr. Allen also same, right? So real estate journalists like to interview real estate agents because we real estate agents, we know the market trends, we feel the pulse of the market. We are at the forefront of it. We are at the front line. Okay. Now, without academic real estate qualification, you only have the tracking expense and sales achievements. Okay. Why not have two experience plus qualification? Okay. Now, many people forget everything you learn in college. You won't need it in your work. If you drive truckloads of cow dung for a living, that's true. But in real estate, we practice almost everything we learn in college. With proper academic training, you can actually speak with authority, be more persuasive, you can handle tough objections from highly educated and intellectual clients. Now, you see, when you meet with highly educated and intellectual clients, you have to be very careful. You have to speak very accurately and precisely because they know when you are bullshitting. So, you see, like for example, sometimes the argument about market value will come out, you see. So when this argument on market value comes out, you can quote the definition of market. The definition of market value. Okay, listen. Market value is the estimated amount of a property should exchange on the date of valuation between a willing buyer and a willing seller in an arm's length transaction after proper marketing, wherein the parties have each acted knowledgeably, prudently, and without compulsion. Right? See, it's so easy. Precise manner. See? So when you face with intellectual clients, when you fail to persuade them, then you have to confuse them. See? With this real estate, technical terms, or some say mumbo jumbo. I don't know. With proper academic credential and training, you are more able to position yourself as consultative as opposed to transactional seller. Now, consultative you show them the choices, you tell them why they should buy, you solve the real estate problems, you bring more value to the table, and you gain more trust and respect. Okay, if you are just transactional, just ordinary transactional salesman, it means that you just want to sell it quick, okay, with the least effort, hassle, and time. Marketing developers project requires market analysis. Now we have to do this, market analysis, marketing plan, and budgeting. We learn all this during the exam. It's part of the exam that we have to do the work diary and write assignments. We have to write assignments, and one of them is you have to write as if you are selling for the developer and you are giving them a proposal. Okay, so you have to provide them with market analysis, marketing plan, and budgeting, and all these things. You see, so only professionally qualified agents. Agents means your firm, your real estate firm, is the only agency selling for the owner. In this case, it's a developer. For most of the public, an agent can only charge a maximum of 3% of the sale price of the property as the fee. 3% of the sale price as fee. Okay, but for developer, it's a business to business dealing, so it's not subject to the schedule of fees in the act.
Sorry, Chris, Aaron, sorry. I'm having a question. I'm having a question here from Dr. Shuba. Can you repeat consultative selling again, please?
All right. To repeat this slide also. Did you note?
We took note of this, but could you just repeat the consultative selling again, please?
The whole thing, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. With proper consultative as opposed to transactional seller. Okay. Now, consultative means you play an advisory role. You become the go. You show them the choices that they have. You sell them. You tell them why they should buy. You solve their real estate problems. You bring more value to the table, and you gain more trust and respect. A transactional, if you are a transactional seller, that means that you just want to sell it quick, okay, with the least effort, hassle, and time. Marketing for developers. Did you miss this part as well, Tony?
No.
Huh?
No.
So we are good?
Yep, we are good on this.
Yeah, I would like to repeat a bit here.
Right.
For members of a public, an agent can charge only 3% of the sale price as the fee, professional fee. But for if you are marketing for a developer, between the developer and the agent is a B2B dealing, okay, business to business dealing. Maximum ceiling, you see. So when you are marketing for developer, you can charge more than 3%, okay, which is very good. Okay, I don't know. Some may give 5%, 7%, depending on how how urgent they want to sell it. Now you can collaborate with foreign property developers. Not only the local developers, you can collaborate with foreign property developers, market their properties in Malaysia. Okay, like for example, those developers from UK or from Australia, they want here in Malaysia to the Malaysian buyers. So the foreign property developers, they will have to partner up with a local agent here in Malaysia. Okay, because our law requires them to appoint a local licensed agent as a partner, in order to do any for them to do any marketing here. Now, foreign developers, they don't know our need to station their whole team here, you see, for a prolonged period of time. So we will be acting as their international market coordinator.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
The whole thing?
No, just now what you were saying, the quote you were saying before international collaborator.
Okay. But not the whole thing from collaboration with foreign property.
No.
This is the last
because
point. Okay,
because I lost you there.
Okay, foreign developers, they don't know our local conditions and our local culture, you know, and they have to depend on the local people to do an effective and efficient marketing here. You see?
Okay.
And moreover, it's more costly to station their whole marketing team here for a prolonged period. That's why we act as the international market coordinator for them,
Oh,
the
okay.
marketing partner. Okay.
So we're more like agents to them.
Your real estate firm, wealthy non-Asian investors,
Okay.
up to about 49% equity to greatly expand your operation. I see wealthy investors, they want to be in real estate business, some of them, you know, but they do not have the license, the know-how. All they have is money. So they need us. Okay. So they need us, so they will come in to a real estate firm to become an investor, but up to only 49%. They cannot have more share than the real estate agent. Okay, non-Asian persons can become investor in our real estate firm. Yeah. So, but you must have a license in order to take in these wealthy non-Asian investors. Okay, because why? Because you need all the money you have and all that you can borrow. See, if you want to expand your operation very quickly. Well, not you can do so.
Sorry, come again.
Also, yeah, I was saying, you know, not every real estate agent they want to take in non-Asian investors, but for them to expand very quickly, you know, become a mega agencies, they need a lot of capital. Then they can invite non-Asian investors to come in. You see, so that they can expand very quickly.
Okay.
Okay, get that? You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another advantage is that you gain satisfaction from being able to directly help. Okay, the keyword here is directly help people to succeed in an important field of work. Okay, success is not all about money. Okay, now you see, we can't take our knowledge, experience, skills, in this world. So, you know, why not pass it down? And you know, that will make our life more meaningful, right? When once is enough. As a real estate agent, you can provide platform or stage, right? You see this American Idol, singing Idol, and all that. You will see a lot of young people full of. If not for the stage that provide, they are not able to shine. See, so it is good that we provide a platform, a stage, you know, a real estate license, a real estate agency firm, where they can build their career solidly in a very important field. Okay? Real estate is a very, very important field with a lot of downstream industries there, and it's a big the economy. Okay, so we provide the platform and the stage, and you get the satisfaction of creating champions, you know, in your firm and in the field of work. See? And lastly, I'll say that and in every success story, you will find someone who has made a courageous decision. Okay, so with that, I thank you very much for tuning in to my talk.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Aaron. Now, I have a question from the viewers about marketing for foreign developers. How much fees are we supposed to charge? Is it still 3%?
No, this is still this still goes under the B2B. They are business to business dealing. The 3% is only applicable when you are dealing with members of the public, you see, the ordinary consumers.
Oh.
But when you are dealing with a business like developers, they are also in the real estate industry, right? So it's a business.
Sorry, come again?
Now, developers, they are also in the real estate industry. Okay. So when they deal with agents, it is a business to business dealing.
Okay.
So they are not bound. So they are not bound by the 3% maximum fee, which is applicable only between the agent and the members of the public. Is that clear?
Okay. Now, I have another question from Mr. Andrew Lim Yiming. The question is, if new to real estate industry, how to find price for property in specific area other than checking property websites?
Well, you see, there are some database where they have the past transaction record. All right, but those are only issued twice a year by the government, by the authority. So by the time you get it, it's already twice a year. So it might be 6 months old. All the data there. You can use that as a guide, lah. I mean, of course, because sometimes the prices don't change that much over 6 months, right? And you can use that as a guide. In fact, I think valuers are also using it as a guide. And but a very easy way is to look at what is being advertised in the market in those property web portals like iProperty Guru and iProperty and Property Guru. Those are a very quick way to check it. Does that answer your question?
So you're saying that property websites would be a lot better than going to government bodies and all. Is that correct?
No, they actually they have this official transaction record issued every twice a year. Twice a year,
Okay.
But sometimes it can be outdated, right? And you have to purchase it. It's quite expensive. But sometimes not.
Okay, I have another question. I have another question here. What is the function of RISIM?
Of what again?
RISIM, RSM.
RSM.
RISM.
RISM.
Yes.
Well, I think that one is actually I'm not very familiar with that, so I can't comment on that.
Okay, no problems. Then I believe Dr. Shuba will have to google.com, I guess. Really? So I'm just waiting to see whether if there's any more questions from the team. I hope that just now about the real estate industry price, you answered the question for Mr. Andrew and also Dr. Shuba in regards to the fee being charged. But other than that,
are there any more questions?
No, not that I can see at the moment. So if that's the case, no worries. I believe that any other questions they can still post on the comment section, and eventually I'll send it over to you. So what they can do is they can actually post out the questions under the comment section, and also please provide us with your email. Then we will actually get back to you on this. All right. So without any further delays, Mr. Aaron, thank you again for your time. And wait, there is one question that just appeared. And this question is from Ng Kai Xiang, I believe. Kai Xiang Ng, to be exact. Is real estate similar to business?
Real estate is a real estate firm, then is a business as well.
Sorry, again, I lost you there just now.
You see, if you are just a real estate agent, it is a profession, okay? But if you also operate a real estate agency firm, then that becomes a business. Then all the business principles will apply.
Okay. So basic.
Profession.
So you're saying
Yeah,
that. So you're saying that if I'm a negotiator, it's just a profession. I'm an agent. I'm a business owner.
No. I'm talking about real estate agent, registered real estate agent.
Or registered
Okay.
as an agent.
Yeah, but of course, for real estate negotiator, it is also a profession, lah, right?
Mhm.
There are two tiers to the profession: real estate registered estate agent
Mhm.
and real estate negotiator. Two tiers in the profession. You see, so both of them are also considered profession. You know, but the
Sorry.
business, like if a real estate agent uh, opens a firm, a real estate firm, that is also a business. You see, and all the business principles will apply.
Okay.
Do you
So that's
understand the difference?
so that's basically what you're saying is real estate is similar to business lah. Is that correct?
If you are a real estate agent, it's a profession, but if you open a company, that is a business.
Ah. Okay.
Is that clear?
Yep. Okay. All right. So let me see whether there's any more questions. All right. So if that's the case, then I believe that I will end our session here for the day. Thank you again, Mr. Aaron. And of course, if there's any questions that may appear in the comment section later, I will definitely contact you again. Of course, your contact details is already there, aaronlee@house.com, and your mobile number as well. So they can as well. All right, without further ado, thank you very much, Mr. Aaron. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening in. So with this, I shall end the live session. Thank you very much, Mr. Aaron.
Yeah, you're most welcome, Tony. And
All right.
thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Okay.
Thank you.